Good morning. I'm Pastor Tully here with my Wednesday morning message. You know, last week I talked about how proud I am to be Presbyterian, particularly because of the Presbyterian-sponsored Week of Action. This was a week of Bible studies and social media events, online webinars and town halls. It included a global day of solidarity, a justice rally and march in multiple cities, and a day of service and volunteering in our communities. Now, all of these resources are still available online. In case you missed, the live event, you can still watch and learn and participate. I just finished watching the Presbyterian Young Adult Roundtable, which was a conversation around how young adults are engaging and processing their faith in the midst of racial and health pandemics. Listening to these folks really gave me a lot of hope. Gave me hope for our denomination and for our church and for the gospel of Jesus Christ. There's a few quotes from that conversation that I want to share with you. Christian Chow says, "We would bleed Presbyterian blue if we had to bleed for the Lord because we have received so much love and inspiration and the passion that we have from the church." Catoe said, "We need to start empowering young people in our churches." Madison McKinney said, "I find a lot of healing being involved in the church." And Melva Lowry said, "How can we not look at another human who is suffering and not be moved?" These are all young adults in our denomination sharing their faith and their leadership, and it was just really inspiring for me. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Aren't we done yet? Can't we be done with all the protests and the division in our nation? And I feel the same way. I want all the divisiveness in our country to end. I've heard a lot of people pray that way too. Lord, put an end to the divisions in our nation. Put an end to the hate and the anger. But then I think about this, and this was something from the town hall that happened on Tuesday the 28th. One of the leaders said something similar to this, but that the protests will stop when the killings stop. And that really got me thinking about what our prayer should be. That our prayer shouldn't just be that the protests would end, but our prayer would be that innocent lives would no longer be taken. Our prayer would be that we could live in a world where Black lives are not under threat. And I think we should pray that those in power would use their power for the benefit of the weak, the least, the last, the lost, and not for their own greedy self-interests. When those prayers are all answered, well, then the protests will stop. All right, now I'm going to go watch the Liberation Bible Studies. And if you watch one of those or have any questions or comments, please talk to me. I'd love to have a conversation and just to hear what you thought about all of these resources that are online. Thanks for watching.